horsemanship. This is a story about a horse. A little Mustang named Sally. Go figure. She's over here at Blue Apple. She's one of the first horses that came here. She looked pretty rough. It's one of the horses I wish I had video from the start till now. This horse didn't have no truss. You work her in a round pen, even with a line on her, she'd have her head tipped out to the outside. I started out with the clicker, the way I do it, to get her to come to me, and then from there, just patience, persistence, and purpose. I mean, before I started handling her, there was none of this. She's still a little nervous. You know, you couldn't trim her feet, you couldn't do anything with her. Thank God Lynn is giving her a chance. You know, it's just all about being fair and make her face her fears, but being safe about it and using common sense. It's like today, I've been saddling her up and putting weight over top of her, but today she was a little nervous, so I didn't. All we did was play, what I call play. You know, I'm just using my body. No fancy tools, no fancy sticks, just my body. But I got this horse's trust now. That's the whole thing. You know, I've been honest with this horse. And like I said, make her be responsible for her actions, make her face her fears, but like I said, safely. And now, if you notice, when she came into me, she had that head to me. And wherever I'm at, this mare is pretty much here. So, you know, it's all about following steps, going through certain steps and never missing a beat. You know, when to work the horse and when not to. Like today, she was nervous when she came in the round pen because I have been saddling her up and everything and putting weight on her. And today she was nervous, so today we just, you know, I did first I did my own handwork, and then so she can chill out and everything, I let her do a little bit of liberty work. You know, I do liberty work, but it's after a certain wild spot where she's at now. So, you know, it just shows if you got determination, you got the try, and don't have that attitude that I can't do this or the horse is this. You know, you can do amazing things. Like I said, she's a Mustang. She's not branded, but she's still a Mustang. The only treatment she has had, I think, has been rough. So she, like I said, not learned to trust people. Yeah, that's all it is, and not giving up. You know, 90% of the horses, they can be turned around to be decent horses. You know, you got that 10% that's so screwed up in the head, you can't. You know, or somebody like me can handle them, but the average person can't. So, you know, it's just a demonstration of what can be done. Like I said, I wish I had video at the start. I wish Lynn was here today. We'd get her interview on this horse. She can tell you how bad she looked. Hopefully I can get some pictures of her and put it in here on this video. You know, horses are like life. You're going to get what you put into it. And if you settle for less, you're going to get less. If you want more out of life, you're going to get more out of life. And not be satisfied with, okay, I want her to move 3 steps today. Well, she moved 1, so I think, and I'm having a hard time getting to 3. Well, it's not like that. You know, there's so much similarity to horses in life, it's unreal. horses and relationships and everything. And a friend of mine just had that discussion this morning. She tickled me. The gal, when I first started working her, just like a horse, she didn't know anything and everything, and I did one step at a time with her and her horse. And next thing you know, she started taking charge. Now she's sort of, you know, she can't believe how much happier she is completely. But it's all because she took charge. It all started because she took charge of her horse. And then that just transferred to her life. She took charge of everything. So anyway, Sally got a long way to go yet. You know, my objective, I do want, you know, doesn't really have to ride her, but when this mare lets me take that first ride, it's going to be a proud moment, because I'm going to tell you, when this mare, I ride this mare, it's because she's going to let me. So that's all my preaching. And like I said, just don't give up, people. Try. And if you fail, fine. Don't worry about it. But try again. You know, because we all fail. But that's how we keep going. So, as I always say, be true to the horse. They'll be true to you. And first and foremost, be true to yourself. And God bless, and Washtay Lake Kanye. Hey, thanks, Sal.